things to do to then contest stacks. Like taking objectives is a big part of LRNR's lineup that you shouldn't underestimate. Now you've got Jakiro plus TV.
Bocce. Toss up. The Jakiro, he's okay. In fact, it's Frisk that's going to be the issue now because Big Can's just going to chase him down. And the Tiny's gone. Very nice pick up there for the side of TB, or rather for the side of LRNR. As well, Bocce looked like the one to drop, but Ava there, he definitely was not going down. Top lane. Y is currently being chased here by outside. Fly. Going to be able to close the gap with the pounce now that the enchant was committed. Dark Pact is there as well. Y still trying to run. Does have the soaring available, but won't even end up popping it. The seed shot. Very, very annoying to play against. And now Fly just going to die for another. See if he can get it. Gets the tower de-aggro going. Wenhao still trying to juke him out as best as humanly possible. But it's not going to be enough. Fly finding a double kill for himself on the Slark. And that's going to be already 2 perma Agis. They might even go for another. Why is
so they avoid a confrontation on LRNR. Piggy Killer, I mean, you are still meeting some great timings for Fly. He is actually in the mid area if they wanted to try and make a play. He's ready for a bit of a jump in.
We've got plenty of heroes this time around. Ice Path, though, going to lock a couple of them down. D-Stone's popping the Ghost Shroud, just not going to be enough. Frisk does go down in the meantime, but Fly does end up finding a secondary. And he should be just fine to survive through all this as he does go for the TP up. Nice rotations here by Piggy Killer. They do just fail. They have Roar up as well. That's the thing. Like, they could just initiate with the Roar instead, but they wanted the toss back. They wanted to try and maybe get him a little bit further from that tier 2 tower as mid lane. Solar Guardian committed, trying to save Wenhao. The stun will land in time, so why? At least going to try and trade for their trouble. He's going to find outside, but the Glimmer Cape is going to buy a little bit too much time. So now XM can join in. Fly in the meantime, he's been chased on the side. Reaper Scythe will connect and Fly is gone. Bocce will secure the kill once again here on the Jakiro. As the rest of Piggy Killer do show up. Another great Ice Path though from Bocce. Going to lock 2 of them down. Outside is going to drop here to the Celestial Hammer. And it seems like LRNR, well, they'd love a bit more right now, but they won't be able to get it. Still feeling very, very confident, allowing so much space here for Big Can on the TB is. Roshan's going to get forced by Piggy Killer. I don't know about this.
It's risky.
This is risky. Metamorphosis is down, but I think that's the least your worries. Toss is back though, Bocce is gone. Solar Guardian has been committed already. Why? Trying to make his way in. There's going to be a star break into a Reaper's Sight, so they have got Frisk down as well. Fly though, seeing that, wants to go for the fight. They'll take down Wenhao. They want the Necrophos real bad, but instead they'll go after Y and the Dawnbreaker. Y will drop. D-Stones in the meantime is going to get roared up by Ava. And so the team fight does go the way of Piggy Killer. The risk does pay off. And Roshan should just be theirs. Of course, is going to make it very hard to actually burst the Slark down with that Reaper's Scythe. And now Fly wants to reinitiate. He's got 10 stacks of the Agi up already. He just wants to keep getting more. Ice Path is down, but Wenhao is getting shredded here by Fly. Bocce will now be the next target. They'll try to heal him up, but Bocce is just constantly being chased down here. But Fly, he's going a little bit too deep. He's going to lose the Aegis, but I suppose he can just keep going. There's no real reason to slow down. D-Stone's now caught out by the Roar. Wenhao is down here to the Ember. Solar Guardian does come in, but it makes no difference. As Y now needs his own way out. And he should be just fine, as they've actually left him behind. They'll just leave him alone and won't try for the kill. Top lane farming all by himself, but his team's left him. Luckily, he won't get picked off. They did back off for a moment and start running the other way, which was very risky. Now the bait might pay off. Frisk is going to jump in. There's going to be a Solar Guardian right on top of the Slark's head. In fact, they've got him.
Ooh.
Fly is gone. He gets caught with his pants down as now a Reaper's Scythe going to kill off Frisk. Outside trying to run, but the Ice Path will lock him down. And now Roshan's available.
That is really awkward for Piggy Killer, just running up with Fly. Running. The Deso minus armor coming in from Y. So it's going to be a big one. They are wolves.
XM jumps in, Aegis on the deck, but D-Stones picks it up. XM though still trying to fight on his own. The Shards was on the deck in the meantime. Sunder is out, but look at XM just tearing them apart.
Holy.
Bocce's gone. They can't keep up with the remnants. They've lost the Aegis as well. Why is still trying, but a great juke out of the Starbreaker. XM. I mean, he made a mistake earlier, but man, does he correct it. Up here, Piggy Killer looking to jump in. Outside, going to show up here. Just pokes at D-Stones. That's actually a lot of damage just with the one impetus shot. Does have the enchanted quiver, so be a little bit wary of that if you are against outsiders. Frisk going to jump in, looks for a toss back, does get one onto Wenhao. Reaper Scythe already committed on Frisk. He barely survived through it, though he will finally go down. But the rest of the team are kind of falling apart here for Lonely Rock and Roll. They will lose Bocce. Big Can is actually going to find Ava. The Beastmaster down. In fact, now outside the one in danger is he'll try to run. Fly in the meantime. He picks off Wenhao, but he's in the middle of nowhere. He'll need to pounce out, as outside does finally drop to the Terrorblade damage. And that is still the one saving grace it's seeing play happen.
Nah, you can't force it. It's really dangerous to dip into that area. You're up against Shakir with lots of clear as well. It's not really a sustainable push onto the high ground. You need more kills.
Oh, here we go again. They might have another one. D-Stones, he'll get tossed back into a side device. He's gone. Wenhao now getting pounced on here by Fly, and he's also gone. In fact, XM, he's just jumping right in onto the Jakiro. That's Bocce gone. And now the high ground's definitely possible.
Yeah, they just get
break the smoke. And I think it may just be too late anyway. Roshan is gone. And now they want the chase. Who do they find? A double chains out. They've got Y. They've got the TB. But XM, he's going after the support instead. He wants Wenhao. And the Rubik already caught out. Healed up, but is still going to drop. He has no buyback available on the Rubik. Meanwhile, Y going to jump in with his BKB. Cannot kill off outside. In the meantime, though, Fly's gone. He's lost the Aegis. Big Can just takes him out. But they've already lost Y on the Dawnbreaker. Now Fly can try to get to work. He does have to be somewhat cautious, though. He'll get caught by an Ice Farm, but nobody's aiming him down. The Slark is free to get right to work, and he will chase down the Necrophos. D-Stones is gone. They're onto Big Can now. He's also dead. GG is called. They have the buyback on Big Can, but they just don't see a 2v5 working out. So game one will go the way of Piggy Killer's 42 minutes and 9 seconds. It's not going your way, and you don't have a hero that can really follow up with the Impale. So as the Knicks, you're just kind of lost, as they are going to show up with 3 heroes mid lane now. Maybe now they can finally pick off XM. Glimpse is back. XM has the heals out, still has a free fire, and is going to make it. First blood will go the way of XM, and now they're getting body blocked up by Ava. Oh, it couldn't have gone worse.
Oh my god, the Necrophos gets all the kills. So look at him, he's back to full HP. That is just pretty much, they bled so much out to a Necro. Like, that's just not a hero you want to feed. I mean, look at this, rushing the Rod. I like this change up from XM. You know your lineup needs hard control for the Ember. Rod of Aethys will provide that. They're back in mid.
Oh no, Wenhao's gone. That's a Reaper Scythe being committed by XM. He might drop though. He's getting rather low, but has 1 charges. Still trying to run. D-Stones doesn't have another Sleight of Fist yet. They'll get the glimpse back though, and XM is going to drop. So he will get punished finally. But that is a 4 hero, make it a 5 hero rotation. A lot easier to push in this tier 1 tower. Just the attack slow on the tier 1 is the most underrated aspect, I think, of Liquid Fire. Like, it's not even the damage. Just the attack slow makes it so abusable. They do get a Night Stalker and an Ice Path. Avalanche is out, Toss is there, Reaper Scythe to finish him off. Why? He just shows up and gets right out of there as he just ends up dying. Wenhao? Well, he's going to try to run, but the Jewel Breath will connect. Bocce forced to just glimpse one of them back, but outside is still chasing Wenhao down. Liquid Fire will connect. One last right click and that'll do the job. Outside really taking off very nicely on this Jakiro. 3-0-3 at the moment. And with the way...
And they're going to need a lot of space to farm. And I don't know if there's enough play for D-Stones to just run around with supports, because they don't have level 6 yet. They're not even close right now. They find punishment on Frisk, although...
Nice little hook from Fly, but he may reveal his own position as they pop the Dark Ascension. They've got to find more than that. Frisk goes down. They want Fly. He's the big one. The Void does connect. Problem is, outside is right there, but they're going to get a nice glimpse back. They have got the Pudge. Ice Path, it's going to lock one down. Fly, he'll go for a run towards the west of the map, but the chains are going to lock him down. In comes XM, Dismember out with the Impale. It does cancel it off, and he is going to go down. There's now XM, the one in danger. Instead, they'll try to focus down outside. They should have him, but in comes Ava. It's just one after the other. They want some form of a trade.
Oh my
They're
God.
going to get D-Stones on the Ember. And now when how? These kills are just taking too long to secure. Though a great Impale out from When How. Is going to lock onto 3, but they have the Rod of Atos up. And eventually, When How will drop. XM actually 1 second away from having Reaper Scythe up, but what does it matter?
You're more than happy. You did have to sacrifice a little
big
bit
can.
with Fly being taken out.
But this Naga, John, Ice
Oh,
Path
no.
connects. There is zero
Oh,
escape.
no.
Well, he does have the song. He thought about popping it, but the hook connects and he won't bother.
Yeah, it's a hard one for LRNR to psychological damage. Make them think, oh, I could escape, and make them realize how big that mistake was. You know,
Fly.
just put them into their heads.
Oh, hook. Barely off the mark. Avalanche does not connect either. The glimpse back will be there on Fly, but the problem is Ava's here. Bocce goes down. When How? Well, he's still envious, so he might be able to survive. They are going to try and fight. They'll focus down Ava here on the Prophet. They even brought back on Bocce. So Ava's going to be left behind. Chains out. It'll lock down too, so outside should also go down. Maybe. As they turn around now. Outside, actually surviving. Avalanche is out. Toss is up. A huge impact from When How, but it's not going to make the difference.
They can't find
Now
outside.
big hands on the run. Outside. Oh, it's not worth it.
Oh my God.
They throw their Nightstalker Pos 3 away for a Pos 5 Jakiro. Oh.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
they
can't.
try.
Like, with the Eagles, it feels near impossible.
I agree.
Just the self-save it's more than enough.
Avalanche, not going to land. D-Stones.
Oh.
Will make his move back in. Static Storm is out though. Will lock down a couple. So D-Stones does at least find the tiny items, dropping rather low himself. Still has the Yule, still has the Ghost Shroud, will pop it, but he needs some help. He turns out to not be as tanky as he hopes, as he will go down. Huge kills being given back the way of Lonely Rock and Roll all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Impale, not going to connect here from When How. Hook off the mark here from Fly. It seems like these kills are going to amount to nothing. Though they are still chasing. You don't really have anything like a blink to close the gap as Fly, but you do have a Rod of Atos to set up an XM immediately with the Reaper's Scythe. Or even When How getting caught by outside. They don't even need Fly to get involved.
No. You've got the shard up in XM. Now they'll hand it to Fly. And just 2 lives in Pudge is still big. Rot damage is always relevant, so you kind of want to just keep using that every single time.
Oh. Why? Oh.
Yeah. The timing.
The timing was perfect. Fly. Able to bring him back from the fountain, and oh man, that's gonna be a real feels bad man for Y.
Yeah. It takes such a specific timing. Like, you have to be hooked as you TP out, so you get home, but you get dragged back in.
Frisk,
Man,
in the meantime,
you mentioned it a
When
while
How
ago. Oh.
land a nice Impale out, but they are afraid of this support Tiny at the moment because they know what's behind him. Fly immediately has found Big Can. The Spike Carapace at least makes it a little bit challenging, but not really for long. Big Can is gone. Frisk, toss up. When How gets caught, Reaper Scythe will be there to put him out of his misery.
Yeah, I don't think that counted as... Did it count as side kill? I think it was. So...
No.
Yeah, okay, no. Come back to haunt him. It's like, nah. But it's just timing that way that it's kind of soul-crushing to watch for LRNR. It's difficult to come back into it.
Hook does not connect here from Fly. Glimpses there. Frisk going to be out with a nice avalanche toss back right onto the Disruptor. They'll try to burst him down, but the Death Seeker from the Necrophos going to ensure Frisk does remain alive at least a little bit longer. Is why, in the meantime, Dismembered up, trying to secure something in the back. Unable to pick off anyone. And Piggy Killer, they just keep going. More and more. These objectives are just melting. Song committed. They have static. They could drop it, but this is without an Aghanim Scepter. They're going to try. Flyfly just blinks out anyway.
What?
He just blinks right out of it. Bocce's gone. The Ember's gone. Guess what? Big Cat's probably gone. Hell, even Wen Hao's gone. Everyone's just gone. GG.
Oh my God.
Let the torture end.
You can't fault LRNR. They applied today to play that one to its end. It was a tough one.